Hello, everyone. This is Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me, decorating on a budget. Now, today I decided to hop on because so much has happened this little part of this week that has thrown me off track for real. Um, I took my husband to the doctor on Monday, and she, well, it was a pain management doctor, and then we went to his other doctor for wound care yesterday. Well, when we got in her office and she looked at the injury that he had, she automatically sent us to St. Luke's Hospital for surgery. So my husband I got home, packed him a bag, took him on to St. Luke's for this procedure. He's still there today. They're supposed to be doing the procedure this evening. I was told about 3 o'clock. So a lot of things have been put on hold here. I will now be hosting a winter or a what is it? Yeah, a winter fireplace collaboration. I will not be hosting it this year. I decided that I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it back up next year or not. But because so much is going on right now, I'm not going to host the winter fireplace decor collaboration this year. But I am already in the process of planning my next year's content. I have the topics for all three channels, but I'm getting, all the odds and ends together for it. Like, if I need a script, the thumbnails, um, writing down what I want in detail for each collaboration. A lot has been going on here with my husband and his illness. Um, he's been sick now for, I want to say, going on almost 3 years. And this year has been a relatively hard year. He has been in and out the hospital. He has been very sick. Um, he hasn't walked on his own since last year, August. He is in a wheelchair. He does walk a teeny little bit, like from the breakfast on a walker. But a lot of things are really switching around for me. A lot of things are going to be changing here in the near future. So I'm going to come out with some videos, but it may be cut down to one a week on this channel instead of two until I get things situated with him and make sure that life is better for him here. Because with him not being able to walk and a lot of other things are causing problems, there will be a lot of slowdown here on this channel. Now, I am looking forward to decorating for Christmas, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to be getting done for Christmas this year. I've purchased I think two things. Yeah, I purchased two things. My sister and I went out this weekend, and I should have recorded it after I got home. I thought, duh, why didn't you record you and your sister being out? What is this? Oh. We went out and we had so much fun. I hadn't gone out and did that much fun and laughing with her, and we laughed about everything. And she was in a rare mood where everything she said was in a song. So I think you would have enjoyed the weekend if I would have recorded it. We went to several different stores looking for things, just going in looking. We went to the Dollar Trees. We went to three Dollar Tree stores. And then we went to Pop Shelf. And then we went to this store called Diaza. I think that's what it's called. But it's a Chinese store, sort of like Five Below in a sense. But the only thing about that store that I was not happy with, their prices are can be a little up there, um, but they don't have a return policy. If you get it and you end up it doesn't fit for what you're getting it for, you can't return it or exchange it for anything. So whatever you buy is yours. Now I did buy one thing from there this weekend, and I want to share that. So this might end up being a live haul. Who knows? Because I did pick up some things to organize my office. Excuse the paper rattling because I wasn't intending to do this, but I think this will be um, a good little shopping haul video. Okay. Now I got this bin here because I was looking for a bin to put in my shelf back here behind me, this bookshelf. I'm reorganizing that. And the ones I got at IKEA, the IKEA is a bit for me. And I wasn't in the mood to drive way out there off I-10 in that traffic just to go get a container. And I didn't feel like ordering in the mail because you order in the mail, it takes almost a month for you to get it. Yeah. So I saw this and I'm like, this should hold what I'm looking for. And what made it even better, it came with a lid. Okay. So I thought, what a convenience, right? So let me see if I what I bought it for, if it'll work. Okay. Now I started a new project. I'm always starting projects, right? Okay. So what I did was I'm making excuse me, my nose is itching. Planner covers for the Happy Planner. And the first one I made was, of course, for my daughter, and the paper fits. You see, I wanted to put all that paper in one thing and get it off top of my shelf. See, it's all up here. And I wanted to get it off of here and where I could slide it in a cubby where it'd be organized. Cause I got to keep things in some kind of order or it drives me new. Yeah. Okay. So like I'm saying, I'm making happy planner covers and I designed one for my daughter. And now that I want to show it to you guys, it's like, where'd you stick me, Stephanie? Where'd you stick me? Is this it? Yeah. Well, my daughter is this hers? Hold on, guys. I got stuff everywhere. And that's one reason why I'm doing organizing and recording me organizing this foolishness on my desk because I have lost it and nothing is where it's supposed to be because Stephanie hasn't organized her desk area. Here it is. Okay. Now, what I did was my daughter is a Sigma Gamma Rho and she has a happy planner. She has the classic size, but I can design it for the larger one. So what I did was I took her line number and her name and the year she crossed, which is over here. She crossed in fall 22. And I put a beautiful woman on the front with a laptop. As you see, the colors of the shirt and the smoke and the laptop and everything on that goes with the Sigma Gamma Rho colors. So this is the front cover. And the back, upside down, is a poodle with pearls. So I made her a hardcover for hers. And then I'm designing, she is the, I want to say the administrator, I guess you would call it, over the Philos. And it's a affiliate of the Sigma Gamma Rho. So I made two different colors for her to choose from. Here's the first one. I haven't cut it out yet, but it has where they could put their name, their chapter name, and it has a woman in here, beautiful woman, wearing their colors. And this over here is a pearl because that's one of their cut things. And on her chest here, their little logo thing is a peacock, and that is a gold peacock pen that I added onto that. And then the other one is this beautiful sister, same way. I just put a different sister on the front, and on her book is that same peacock pen that I have on there. And then their back cover will say the year that they, the whole thing started with pearls, 1943. So that's a project that I'm working on now that has my desk in uh mess. So I'm going to be organizing this, and then I purchased another bin. I purchased this bin at Five Below because I went in looking for some like the one that IKEA has. Now IKEA used to not IKEA, but Five Below used to have the bins similar to the ones at IKEA. So I went there looking for those. Of course, they didn't have any, but they did have this one. So I thought, okay, I'll get one and keep the receipt just in case it doesn't work. And if I saw some other things in there that I might want to use. So if this does not work, then it will be replaced as well. Let me get a pack of paper out. And the paper ends fold, so it is not wide enough for that. So I might use it for something else, but I was mainly looking for things to control the paper because I have a lot of paper to use on the stand behind me. Also, what I picked up, I went by the Dollar Tree and I picked up some things to organize my desk. Now, I know my desk has a lot of chaos on it, and I need to minimize that. And that's one thing I'm working on is to minimize what's up here in my working area. Some of this stuff will be moved from here and it won't be up here in my way anymore. I do try to keep this area in front of me pretty much cleared off, and everything will be piled on the side what I'm working on, but I'm trying to cut that down. So what I picked up at the Dollar Tree was this tray. Now this tray has a copper uh, trim around the outside here. And what I plan on doing with this is taking like my pen and pencil set, put it here, and then the stapler, and then where's the other thing? And my staple puller. And I'm looking for me a set of scissors that are copper handle. I saw them on Amazon, but I'm trying to find some a little localer, but that are a little cheaper. So this will be on my desk instead of having this tier shelf I have over here. Now we'll keep the little lighter thing for my candles on here, but I'm trying to get that. Saw one on Amazon that's copper. You know I'm a copper girl. So I saw one that's copper and the smaller that I want to put on here. And that way when I get ready to light my candles in here, that I have all that on there. And this will be sitting next to my monitors here. So this will alleviate this foolishness I have over here in this corner over here. So I've been, thinking about how I'm going to organize my area and minimize it. And then the next thing I purchased at the Dollar Tree is because I have these file folders over here. And even though I put them in turquoise folders, um, I put them in turquoise folders here. And when you stack them up, you can still see the end. And I'm like, I really want that to be more clean lined. So I picked up some of these from the Dollar Tree. They're book bins. And what they're going to do is they're going to hold, I think I picked up 8 of those. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I picked up 8 of those to go in that corner back there. Because this way I can put the folders in and turn them this way. What is that? And why is it not in the folder? I can put them in this way and all you'll see is the streamlines, the white and the turquoise. Even though the ones I actually wanted taller, but I went by the what's the name of this store? See, Dollar Tree used to have some that were taller at the back, but they don't sell those anymore. They sell these that are shorter. And I went to that new store called Dazo, whatever it's called, and just one of their book things was like $7. I needed 8, and I'm on the hunt for the cheaper the better. Even though I did like the ones that Dollar Tree used to have before that came all the way up here and hid all of this. If I missed those, let me know down in the bottom in the description in the comments that if you've seen some at the Dollar Tree that are higher at the back, because I really would like to hide all of that. But if not, then these will work because my room is black, white, and turquoise, and the shelf behind me is black, so it won't be much of a clash. I just want it to look neat. I wanted to be organized. I actually didn't want to see the back of the folders. I wanted it to be just white all the way up. So every container on the shelf would be white. That's what I actually wanted. So I'm still working on it. If you saw some at the Dollar Tree that go all the way up and are white, please let me know, and I'll take these 8 back and swap them out for the taller ones. I am going planning on going by the Dollar Tree today because I wanted to look and see if they had those Christmas plates in. I've seen some online for some other creators, and I really want those tree plates this year. So let me look on the Dollar Tree right quick while I have this computer on. Dollar Tree. Now I actually came on here. Hmm, why is this popping up? I came on here really just to give you guys an update on what was going on with my husband and everything because it's so much going on with him, and I just was kind of like at a standstill because his health is really a lot right now. Okay, let's see what they have as far as office supplies at the Dollar Trees. What is that? Cell phone accessories and headphones. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I said office stuff. Packing supplies, office basics, file folders, planners, binders, accessories, notebooks, and pads. I just want to see what's all in the office. What are these things called? They're called magazine organizer, book organizers, file holders. Let's see if they have those in there. Then they do have some that are cardboard file holders, but they are not white. They are multicolored. And then they have some book bins, which I did pick up there. But they do have some cardboard file holders, but they're colored. And that's my problem. I don't need them to be colored. I want them to be white. I don't want them to be colored. I thought they had some that were plastic that were bigger than that. I thought at least. But I am doing this declutter in my office, and I just finished filming me decluttering and cleaning up and a whole lot to my makeup area, which is on the other side of this office because this is 2 in 1. I have my office on this side, and then my makeup room is on the other side. So when I do a film, I have a screen that I put up so I can you don't see this foolishness over here when I'm doing makeup behind me. So I I I do have my area where I want them to be, and I like the way they set up. And it's a couple of other things that I want to change in here, but time will tell. Time will tell. Let's go to what's that? What's the name of that store? Dollar General. Let me see. Let me share my screen so y'all can see what I'm doing. And okay, I'm going to Dollar General and I want to look and see what they have. Now, some of these stores have here lately have been having better fall and Christmas decoration than the others. So let me see. I just want to see what they had on sale today. Okay, let me go up here and type in office supplies. office papers, dividers, folders, binders. They just have the normal stuff, boxes. Let's see. Because if I can find the larger white magazine racks or file holders or whatever they call in white, then I will use those. Then I will take these back to the Dollar Tree because I really want to have white ones in my office. What are those things called? They're called, let's see what they have. All they have is that. So they don't have anything. Let me see. What are these called? These are called book bins. What are theirs called? They just have backpacks. Okay. You know, I try not to go to Wally World as much, but we're going to Wally World. I want to see what Wally World has to offer. Let me see. Where am I at? Give me a second. Okay. Let's see. Let's close down some of this stuff. I think these candle holders here are gorgeous. I'm really thinking about getting some of these. Let's see. Well, if you type right, let's see what they have at Wally World. See, they have the mesh one, file organizer. I want one. Now, I like that that's clear because I'm a clear girl, but I don't want the folders to show. That's my problem. Now, here they have some white ones, but I don't like that. I want them to be kind of solid. See, I want something like this, but taller on the back, but I want them to be solid white, like this. Oh, those are not white, they are clear. You didn't see that frosted. So let's keep looking. Let me see if they have a color up here on the side. I want them in white. See, that's about like I want. I want them white and I want them to slide in on the shelf. But how many's in this package? It's two for $12. And I need about 8. My money is saying keep the ones you have until you can find a cheaper brand. Because I know Dollar Tree used to have them in white. And go for, I could get the ones at the Dollar Tree that are colored and just put, buy that white wrapping paper, that white adhesive paper to put on them and put in the shelf over here. But does that make sense? I'm on a tight budget and trying to get things that I want on this budget sometimes can be difficult, but I'm on a budget and I'm trying to organize and do things to show you that even if you only have $10 to spend, you can still make things look nice. You may not even have $10, you may have $5. And sometimes using things that are $5, and getting it really, really cheap can be good. At one point, I did see some at Goodwill and I didn't pick them up, and that's my fault because I could have got them and spray painted them. Okay, my sister sent me something. What did she send me? I think I've seen that. So, I just wanted to get on here because I didn't do the video yesterday like I normally do on Tuesdays because I was at the hospital all day yesterday. So I didn't get to finish filming and editing for yesterday. Now I did finish filming the makeup room refresh today. So hopefully I'll have it edited and ready to go out on Thursday. And I'm glad I got it done and it is finally finished and I'm happy with the way it looks, because it's been needing a touch of love for a minute. When you see that video, you'll understand. I mean, it needed that touch of love, and it was a hot mess. And trying to get it situated, that was a lot. But I did accomplish it. I did get it finished, and I'm happy I did. And once I get this side of this room, which is my office, get it done, when I start working on it, my plan was to start working on it today. And I might still try to get some of it done today to organize and declutter my office area. But I know I'm going to have to leave to go to the hospital. My husband's procedure is supposed to be at 3. And so I want to be there when he's having his procedure. So um, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to juggle um, him, my dad, and myself all together. And with my car still being in the shop, and I have my dad's car. Long story about the car starter. The mechanic I took it to did something to it, and to try to get me to come back and spend more money. And the guy I took it to from him is a mechanic of my brother-in-law and my sister, and he can't figure out what the crap he did to my car to cause the issue that he's trying to fix now. Because if I simply took it back to where I got where he messed it up at, he could have fixed it. But then he'd have messed something else up so I could come back. And I don't have that kind of money. And I was asked about the spots on my face right here. I have vitiligo. And vitiligo is where you lose the pigment in your skin tone. If you didn't notice, let me see. My arm is polka dotted. I'm just about white. My legs and feet, they appear white. Yeah. And it's on my neck, it's climbing up, and it's getting on my face more. As you see, the larger spots here. At first, it was just one small spot. I see a big one coming here. It's a big one here. And on this side, you see, oh, I get confused with this camera. Here, and this big spot right here. Yeah, it's coming on my face now. So it makes it harder to find makeup because I can't keep up with a skin tone because it changes so frequently. The lady at the makeup place told me to get the makeup according to my wrist. Well, look at my wrist. What color are you going to pick? Even if you do this wrist, what color am I going to pick? Even if I do the back of my hand, what color am I going to pick? I don't know. So I just pick one and try to match it. I know that sounds odd, but it is what it is. I don't wear makeup on a daily basis because sometimes it irritates the vitiligo. So I do wear it occasionally. Um, if I'm going to do a live show, I try to wear makeup. And this show today, this coming live was an improv too, just to basically keep you updated to let you know why I hadn't been recording like I am and to share some of the things I picked up this weekend rather with my sister in a little small office hall. But I do know that the bins that I picked up at that little store, the name is I think it's pronounced Davio. Is DA, and it has like a triangle in the middle, and it's a ISO. So don't ask me. I just Davio, however it's pronounced. Now the bin I picked up there seems to be the right one. It holds the paper that I want to put in it, and I know it's going to stick out some on the shelf, but that's fine with me because I just want to put the papers in there and to get things organized. Because let me show you this. I don't like my papers up like this. And to put them in here and have a top on it because this comes with a top, that's going to be a game changer because the paper fits right inside here just fine. And as you see, I have a lot of paper over here and it fits just fine off in there. So that won't be a huge problem. These are index cards. So the paper will fit in here just fine. So when I put the shelf back together over here, I think I might need, because this is yellow paper, I might need one, two, three, maybe four more of these with the tops on them because I want to be able to put the blue paper in one and put the cardstock that's for the individual calendar papers and the cardstock that I'm using for the covers. They're two different papers. And this way I can put them in something and put a label here so I know which one are which. And then also to put some of my Happy Planner supplies in a bin instead of just having them laying in the shelf. Put them in a bin where when I get ready to use it, I can just pull out the bin because I got the paper cutter, the hole puncher, all that extra gadgets to go with it. I bought that to go with it, and I would like to house that all together on this shelf back here. I bought this cubicle to organize, and this drives me loony. So once I go and pick up, maybe I'm gonna try to pick up two today on my way to the hospital. I'll pick up two of these, and that way I can at least get some of this here off of here and put it in a bin. So when I organize this and share that video, when I organize this whole foolishness back here, that you'll see it. I like this because one, because it holds the paper, and two, it comes with a top so that when I put it on the shelf and put it in there, this is what you see, all neat and clean. It'll be all neat. That's all you're going to see. And I like that because when I put it on the shelf, like I have my paper for my printer and the ones that I purchased from IKEA, and they have tops on them, so you don't know what's in it, but it is my paper. And that way, when I put things on the shelf, like the paper and some of my things I use, like hole punchers and stuff like that, and then like I have a basket down here full of cables. And I don't like seeing the cables hang out the bucket that I have them in. I rather have them in something where you can't see what they are. And I think that's going to be really good for me because little things, my husband says I have OCD, but I don't think I have OCD. I just have Cora-itis. And Cora was my mom. And my mom liked things to be in its place. And everything had a place, and she wanted it in its place. And then, too, I'm a Virgo, so everything has to have a place. It bothers me when it's not in the place. And to come think of it, my mom was a Virgo, too. Hmm. But once I organize this office, like I said, that's coming soon because my plan was to start on this today. I'm going to do a little bit of it today before I have to go to the hospital for my husband's procedure. Like I said, I finished the decluttering and cleaning and organizing all over my makeup area where I decluttered the drawers and fixed all of those Kia drawers. I fixed my eyeshadow drawer because I have a lot of eyeshadows, and made this whole thing, decluttered it, and made it look really neat. I did that today, so that'll probably be out Thursday, like I said. And then this, if you see this office right now, if you know me, you know this is bothering the crap out of me. That this is not normally me, but it'll be me soon because I have ideas of where I'm going to move things to, things that I'm going to let go that have been sitting in here that I should have let go. You know how we all do. Oh, I can fix it, or maybe I can use it on this. Well, I'm gonna keep it because I might need it. You know how we do that, and I need to stop mighting. Yeah, like that pink box behind me over here, the one here. Well, that box is jewelry. My sister sells. She's a $5 jewelry dealer. Okay, and well, it's $8 now. And I call her my pusher because I get all my things from her. And I always link her in my description in the bottom. And I also, on when I do my lives, I always include a commercial that I did for her. While I'm saying that, let me share her commercial in case you haven't seen my sister. My sister is also a cancer survivor. And I try to support my sister as much as I can. Let me stop this and rewind this, and let me get back here. And I'm going to share my screen and share with you my sister's commercial that I made for her. Tonight's sponsor is Completely You Jewelry, where your independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now, I'll have the link to all the information down below. And when you go, tell her Stephanie sent you. Now, that is my sister. And I call her my jewelry pusher because I buy all my $5 jewelry. I get it from her. And well, okay, it's $8 jewelry now. I get it from her when she does her lives, and she has her website and her Facebook, and she's getting ready to get back into her lives because she paused for a while to go to school. And so she finished in March from school. She has her degree, and now she wants to get back into doing her jewelry. And I told her that I'm going to keep promoting her so that when she does start her lives again, that you guys, I'll let you know so you can support my sister. Also, if you hadn't noticed, that I made myself a new little commercial for, is this the right one? Let me see if this is the right one. While we're here, let me pause and go down and look. No, this is not the right one. Let me go to my folder. I need to rearrange that stuff. Banner, channel intro. Or is it? Is it this one?
While we're here,
Hold on. I think this is the right one. Let me look. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. I'm going to share this screen with you.
while we're here, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Also, comment and share my content. Now, under Creatively Miss Me, I have three channels. The main channel is Creatively Miss Me, Decorating on a Budget. Second channel is Creatively Miss Me, YouTube Tips and More. And my third channel is Creatively Miss Me, Healthy Tips and More. Also, I would love for you to follow me on my social media accounts. I hope you like what you see and you subscribe to one or all of my channels and my social media accounts. Now, let's jump back into the show.
Now, I did that commercial. I did it a while back and I have upgraded it and changed some things. You try to grow with improvement when you do something. As I learned from Sean Kennel, you try to improve 1% each time. So I try to improve on my videos. I try to improve on my content. I try to improve on the way I do my lives on Sundays. I've changed some things. I do a script now so I don't forget anything. Um, and what I do with that is on my scripts, I get one day when I'm made up, like on a Wednesday when I'm doing I get ready for my show on Sunday or Wednesday. So on a Sunday, if I'm made up for my show on Sunday, I try to come in here an hour before and I get my scripts ready and I do one script after the other, one after the other, one after the other. I try to do at least 4 to 5 scripts as I sit. And then when I do my show, when I get ready to do them, I just cut and edit them and put them in on what day or topic that I did read. Now I have a teleprompter that I downloaded on my computer, and I use a teleprompter and put my script on it. So when I'm reading, I'm not looking down at a paper on my desk. I'm reading a teleprompter. I'm trying to get better with reading that teleprompter because if I sit back farther, you can't see my eye motion as much. And I'm trying to work on that point of making sure that I improve on what I'm doing. Now, as for again, um, I'm really trying to get my content together toward the end of this year. And I know things are getting ready to change here at my location with my husband's health. Some things are going to have to change around here. I'm not sure to what status that things are going to change, but things are going to change here soon. And I need to prepare mentally for them. So if I'm cutting it out on the decorating on the budget instead of 2 videos, it might just be one for a while. Just like on YouTube tips and healthy tips and more, they get one a week. I might cut this channel down to one for a little while to get my head wrapped around on the changes that are coming. I should know in more detail what the changes are going to be um, sometime next month. I will know more in detail what changes I'm going to have to make as far as filming and the whole nine. I know things are going to change and they may be for the better or who knows. But God said He has me. So I'm standing on His word and believing that He got me on this because He keeps reminding me, I got you. I got you. I got you. Because a lot has changed and a lot is going to change. My husband's health is not the best. Um, I don't see, from my eye, I don't see improvement. Um, he's still on the kidney donor list, and right now his heart is functioning at a level C. If it becomes a level D, he needs a heart transplant. So it's a lot going on with him and his health right now. And with this calcium phylaxis. And what that is when you're on dialysis, you have all this calcium and it builds up in your system. Well, when it decides to, it doesn't go like it should, it comes out in your body. It attacks major organs. At one point, he had it on his legs and feet where there were big, I want to say, it started off like a little dot, and then within a couple of days the dot became a massive raw spot on his legs. His legs, feet had big spots on it, were raw, and we had to go to wound care. And when they say painful, that was painful. And this has happened twice. The second time it was all the way up to the upper thighs. Now they said that once you get calcium phylaxis, it's still there. And now we found out that he has his left ventricle on his heart has calcified. So there's no way of fixing that. And then now we found out that there's a calcium buildup behind the, what is it? The left eye, on the blood vessels and stuff behind the left eye. So the eye doctor said they're going to monitor it because eventually he will lose his sight because of the calcium building up behind his eyes. Now I've learned a lot um, about dialysis and kidney failure and congestive heart failure in the last year or so, more than I care to have learned. Um, but we're doing one day at a time. We're trying to get him back up walking. If we can get him back up walking, then if he gets to a level D, he'll be able to get a heart transplant and a kidney transplant. But if he is not walking, they will not give him either. He has to be walking. And now, with the wound that he's in the hospital for now, um, it's between the ankle and the heel of his foot, the Achilles. They're going to have to go in and deal with that. And that's preventing him now from really standing. He was doing a little walking on the walker. He's been in a wheelchair for over a year now. And it's been a lot that he can't do that I have to do. And it's been a lot taking care of him and then running back and forth doing things with my dad. My dad is 80 years old, and Reverend Walker does not like to be still. So taking him to the VA and to other doctors that he has to go to, that's what I do as well. I also, now I've got him to understand that we can order groceries and have them delivered instead of him going to the grocery store, because he told me that he started vision started not get so clear. He gets a little lightheaded. So we're trying to limit his driving. So, like I said, I have his car right now because my car is in the shop. And so now I've been every Sunday, my sister takes him to church and she brings him home, and we go over what he wants to eat for the week, any groceries he's out of, any toiletries, anything like that he needs. We go ahead and we order him, have him delivered that day. So we're trying to keep him from going to the store as much as he was before to limit him driving places. But in amidst all of that, I'm trying to take care of me as well. And I haven't been doing too good of a job, but I'm really working on that self care, because by the time I get through with my husband in the evening, I'm exhausted. And it's just take a shower, go to bed. So I'm really trying to do more of me and get more batch filming done on days when he has a good day. Try to get batch filming done. And I'm working on that too. At one point, I was way ahead. So a lot of times you didn't know that things were going on here because I had batch filmed so much, and I had it all set to go out on each channel. Now, when you see the Wednesdays on Healthy Tips on Creatively Miss Me, Healthy Tips and More, where I'm helping you understand menopause, perimenopause, because I'm going through perimenopause, things that I'm learning, I set out to share. Now I have those on Wednesdays at 5:45, and I have things that I've looked up that I'm sharing. And then on Sundays, when I do my lives on Creatively Miss Me, YouTube tips and more, is where I share information about YouTube, and things that I've learned and things to help you learn. I'm doing it to help the beginner and the more seasoned YouTuber, because we're never too old to learn something new. And anytime I find out something new or a little trick that may help you film easier, I share it, because I know when I started out, there was no one to help me, and I want to be a help to someone. Just Stephanie. If I can help you, I'll help you the best of my ability. So now I've been on here almost an hour. I have shared with you my office haul, talked about my husband, um, talked about me organizing the shelf, and and me doing the happy planner covers, because as soon as I get my daughter's book finished, I'm going to share with you. She's a Sigma, and I'm going to be doing some. I have a friend that's um a Delta. I also have a friend that's AKA, and I'm going to try to do one for them with their line number and name and all that on there, and do one for them as well, and do happy planners. That's something I want to get into. And I think that it would be nice to do happy planners for the sororities, and let them see that I do enjoy doing that kind of stuff. So that's something that I would like to get into more in depth and set up a business of doing that. I'm in the process now of talking with some people about making the happy planner fillers. So my goal is to eventually do it for the sororities and include their logo on the happy planner, because right now I have something that's not theirs, because like my daughter's, theirs is a poodle. Oh, keep hitting that. My daughter's is a poodle, so I have a poodle, but it's not their poodle. So I want to do that. And then, like I said, she's over the Philo. She's an advisor. That's what she is. So Philo is an affiliate of Sigma Gamma Rho. So I did a planner for them. She has some ladies that are uh, they're gonna cross over this month. So I'm gonna do a happy planner for them. She's going to get them one each. So I already have the covers made. I have two different covers. She has two ladies. So I'm going to put their names on them, and the line names they're planning for them. Whatever they're going to do with them is going to be on there. And then I'm going to have a calendar month of October, November, and December in there. And also for October, I'm going to do the cover in gold like this. It won't say committee. This is just one I was messing with. It'll be gold because that's their month. It's October. So that will be for Sigma Gamma Rho, and also for the follows. I'm going to do that gold one as their month for, their anniversary month. So those are some of the things that I'm working on right now. And getting this office area organized is big. I have to get this organized, because if you see what I'm looking at, you would shake your head, because it is a hot mess. And you would ask me yourself, Stephanie, what in the world is all this foolishness on this desk, on the floor? What is all of this? Yeah. And I'm telling you that it bothered me so that in the middle of the night, I woke up about 3, 4 o'clock, and I wanted to come in here and clean it. I wanted to come in here and start taking things off of the desk. And because I've ordered some labels for my files. I always get clear or either white, but I got some clear labels, and I pulled out some of the old files that are faux files that are tore up or torn or something, and I've been putting labels on them to get them organized and trying to make it look neater. But I'm going to do all of that and share with you guys how I organize how my little crazy mind thinks of organizing this desk, minimizing what's on top of the desk, and having a better work area. Because I did get a laminator, it's over there. And so I want to make sure all of my items that I work with are able to be plugged up and in a location that is easy for me to work with. And right now, this foolishness over here is blocking the way, and it's just making it a little difficult to work over here. And I need to get that rectified. Now, this desk I have actually and truly, this long side here is where my computer is supposed to be. And this side here is supposed to be where I work on. So it's supposed to be turned this way. And I might change it. Hmm. I might change it that way and make this smaller area here. But the reason why I did it that way is because it's more of the smaller area. I don't know. We'll see. Once I take all this stuff off this desk, and in order to work and fix this, I have to take everything off, monitors and all. And I have two monitors. So I'm going to have to take monitors and all off of here in order to make this work. So we'll be doing that in the video coming up when I do this complete redo of my office area. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. It really is. And I have to get this fixed because I cannot stand it anymore. If you see, when you see the video of my makeup area, yeah, I've been kind of like throwing stuff in and just leaving it because I haven't had time really to sit and do what I needed to do because so much has been going on with my husband and my father that I just haven't had time. And I always seem to I'm the oldest child. So I always seem to put everybody ahead of me. And with me also being a mother, I put everybody ahead of me. And then I put my stuff to the back burner. And then eventually my stuff starts to pile up for me. And I don't do what I need to do for me. Now, like I hurt my knee and I haven't been walking, but I did get the gel shot in my knee. And it's okay. But you're supposed to stay off your leg for 3 to 4 days after you get the injection. Well, when I got the injection and I came home to elevate my leg, I had to rush my husband to the hospital. So here I am, instead of having it elevated and not moving around, I'm driving downtown. I'm pushing him in the hospital. I'm sitting in a chair in the hospital. I'm moving him, doing all the things, walking with him where they got him to a room, walking him to the room they put him in the hospital, getting him settled, then driving all the way back home. And that's not being off your leg for 3 days to give the jail time to be where it's supposed to be. And then on top of that, I fell off a ladder. So, yeah. But when God says he got you, you just have to trust in his word. And he told me he's got me. So I'm going to start back walking a little to test this knee as far as I can without putting me in dire pain. But I want to go. I need to get back to walking, and that helped de-stress me, and it also kept me a little balanced on things that I could do for me. So now, also too, I plan on getting back to doing a little cooking here and then on my Healthy Tips and More channel. I'm working on getting I have been doing a renal diet cooking because my husband's on a renal diet. If you don't know, a renal diet is mostly for people with kidney failure. So I've been doing a renal diet cooking, and that's what I've been eating as well. But I also wanted to intervene, and something's itching. I also have a diabetic thing I want to try as well. So I'm going to kind of I have to see if the stuff in the diabetic diet book will work for him and his diet. And a lot of it I don't think it will because a lot of things he can't have, but some things that I can have. So and we're gonna see how that meshes together and try to get that done. And I do have a lot of content already planned for next year and content planned to finish out this year that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a lot of cleaning and decluttering. You know, you have to get ready for the new year. As I was growing up, my grandmother always say, what you go into the new year with or problems and junk you take with you at the new year is going to be your year all year. So I'm trying to declutter and clean and get things put in a certain order. So when my new year comes, I'm not taking a whole lot of foolishness with me, if you understand what I'm saying. So if I don't declutter the pantry, the refrigerator, the master bedroom closet, I need to declutter that for real, for real. Um, my husband ordered these things from Timu to they had them where they were metal things where you can hook different clothes on them to, hang stuff long in your closet. Well, he ordered some and they were plastic. And I tried to tell him, do not order stuff like that plastic because it's going to break. It's not going to be strong. If you're going to order something, order metal ones. Well, he didn't listen to me. He ordered all of these plastic ones. So now all his suits and shirts and pants and whatever he hung on those things, they're on the floor. All those things pop, 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 pop. They're everywhere. So I need to go in the closet and I need to, and he likes to hang up everything. And he has taken over more than his half of the closet with everything he's hanging up. And I try to tell him that he's putting too much weight on that pole. So I think it's going to end up me taking that wood pole down, which means I'm going to have to take everything out the closet on that long pole and put the metal one up and then hang stuff back up because he doesn't realize those suits, the suit jacket and pants, they weigh a lot. And my husband he likes suits. And when he was working, he wore dress shirts, ties, slacks every day because he's an engineer. So he wore that stuff every day. So he has a lot of dress shirts, a lot of dress pants that are hanging in that closet that I need to get off the floor and move some of those boxes around. I started at one time to attempt to organize my closet, and I did get everything hung up on my side. And I was going to go back in and color coordinate it because I like it that way. And I haven't been able to get back in there because life has been lifing on Cherry Lane. So I think I've been talking a lot. I've been babbling. And I've just trying to get everything out of my head, that thought process. It's a lot of things I have planned to do to go into the new year. And I want to get started on some of those things. So you may or may not see some of this content. It may be recorded and put in on the next year. Who knows how it comes out? Because we're getting ready to start into November, guys. November is right around the corner. So I hope you're ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I haven't pulled out not one tree. My plan was to have 2 trees up already. But with him being in the hospital right now, and I'm going to leave to get downtown, I'm planning on leaving around 2 so I can be there for his procedure. He's going to go in about 3:15, 3:30, and I want to be there when he goes in so that I can be there when the doctor tells me what's going on with him and for him to see me when he comes out. So we're going to go up there and be with him. If you can keep him in your prayers, I appreciate it. I'm going to log off now. I know you're probably tired of hearing me babble, but thank you for watching and listening to me run on at the mouth today. And I want to thank you in the replay. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps me. And I will see you probably Thursday. Well, I know I have a live coming on tonight. Well, it's going to be a pre-recorded lesson on healthy tips and more, where we're talking about understanding the symptoms of perimenopause and menopause. So I think the one tonight will be a little helpful for us ladies. So I hope to see you there. And then Sunday, I will see you on Creatively Miss Me, YouTube tips and more, where we're going to talk about more tricks and tips for YouTube. So hopefully my video on Thursday will be up on time, and I will see you then. Love you guys. Thank you for dropping in and listening to me babble.